What is going on, guys? It is Ahmed and I am back today with yet another video for you all. And today I'm going to touch on two stocks, ticker symbol ZOM, some nice price action that we saw throughout the day, and also Ctrm or Castor Maritime. So we all know Zomedica has been my baby. It's one that I've been covering a lot on my channel, and this stock here I truly think has some significant potential, and especially where it is at right now, it is actually below its 50-day moving average. So as an entry point, right now we're actually visiting hopefully an entry point here soon. Now, we saw it pull all the way back to about $1.12 a share. Recovered since then. It had a nice bounce off that 112. Looks like, up about 25%, and since then up about 17.86% from its bottom. It looks like it's testing lower lows, which is again typically not the best sign, but we need some news to come out from the company. So if I pull up the charts to look at the technical analysis of Zomedica, we could see here that it is below its $1.63 50-day moving average, the EMA. So what does that mean? Typically when a stock is trading under its EMA, that could be one of two things. Potentially a very, very good entry point, because based off how it was doing prior, it's currently considered undervalued. If you look down at the RSI, it is at 38, so approaching 30. We know anything under 30, oversold, anything over 70, overbought. Simply put. So I love this website because they outline everything for me instead of having to draw the lines, draw the chart, do the charting myself. So if you don't know about Stock TA, check it out. Something that I like to use, not affiliate or anything. But if you do want 2 free stocks when you deposit $100 with Webull, you can use my link below. So if you just open an account, you get a stock value between $2.50 and $250. And then if you deposit an additional $100, just put it into your account, do nothing with it, don't even have to buy a stock, you get another free stock between $8 and $1,600. So in total, you can make $1,850 potentially by literally doing nothing but putting money into a Webull brokerage. And you could pull it right out if you don't like it, but I use Webull. You guys have seen me use it on my channel. It's one of my favorite trading platforms and brokerages. So check out my link below. Now, we talked about Zomedica, so again, pretty significant price action, but we need some news from the company. I am waiting and waiting and waiting for them to say something to get us excited again about the stock, to hopefully see some momentum. So of course for me, as you guys know, transparently, I've been averaging down. My current cost average is about $1.50 now, after bringing my average down from $1.80. So right now at 132, again, if I see it pull back even more, I'll be buying in. So if we look at the potential strike prices between now and 89 cents, I think anywhere in there, the lower the better, of course, but we don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. So Meta can come out and say, hey, we got 50 contracts going, here's how many units we're able to sell, etc., right? So a lot of people are looking for that Q2 earnings report, which is going to come out hopefully in the next couple months. But until then, this is a company that I truly think has some magnificent technology. It has a great product that it's going to do very, very well. As you guys know, I'm ultra bullish on the company. So again, of course, a little bias coming from me, but I'm holding my shares strong and going to continue to do so until I see, hopefully it reach $3, $4, even $5 in the short term. Who knows? But again, even if it's long term, I'm willing to wait because I'm patient. Remember, the stock market, as I said in my previous video, it's a vehicle to take money from the impatient and give it to those who are patient, per Warren Buffett's quote. Now, we want to talk about CTRM, Castor Maritime. I talked about this stock way back at 30 cents a share. It rode way, way up to $1.71, 73 cents a share. Pulled back about 70% since then. So again, what are we doing? What do we want to do? Right? For me, it was a get in and get out. I told you guys it's not something long term because the company didn't excite me too much. But right now, we know what happened recently. They announced the 125 million registered direct offering. Any stock that does an offering, this was earlier this week, gets beaten down by seller. People end up selling, getting rid of their shares because they're like, oh, the company's going to start sinking, because that's the typical price action when things, when penny stocks especially liquidate their shares, sell some of those shares. So we saw what happened, right? If we look back just on Monday of this week, as soon as the market opened, boom, down 20%. Dropped 20% after the registered offering, bottomed out at 47 cents a share, but had a nice 11% run up after that with a 2.2% up just on the day, and with a little more in the aftermarket. So for CTRM, again, if you're someone that likes the company, you like the cargo shipping industry and that kind of thing, trying to diversify your portfolio, keep it on your radar. We're approaching some pretty decent entry points. So if we look at the technicals again, our resistance is at 75 cents, and from there it bounces all the way to 105. So between now and 28 cents a share, maybe a good entry point. If it continues to pull back near that 30-cent mark where it was holding, and as you can look back on the price action here, you could see it was kind of hanging around right about $1 for a really, really long time, for about a month here, until the direct offering was mentioned, and as well as, overall penny stock, the whole market has just been switching over from, more less speculative plays to more, long-term growth type plays. So a lot of people have been taking their money out of the penny stocks and putting them into long-term growth stocks. But for me, still like these stocks. I think they're going to do well long-term. And again, we talked about Warren Buffett earlier, but he mentions, right? And I'm just quoting him as best as I can. But he said if he can go back in time and make one change to his investment strategy, is to get into more speculative plays. Think about that for a second. A man that is currently a billionaire, one of the wisest and smartest investors, says if he can go back to his youth, right, when he first started trading in his 20s, 30s, whatever it was, he would buy more speculative stocks to diversify, right? Because regardless of what we want to do, you don't want to make your whole portfolio these, very high risk, high reward plays. But a portion of it, again, because for the times we do get rewarded, it is very sweet, very great rewards to come. So Zomedica, CTRM, all these stocks that have yet to prove their worth are potentially, again, those speculative type stocks that we want to get into. And hopefully the fruits are to show, after we put water on our seeds, because again, this is just very, very early on, and we'll see exactly what happens. So CTRM did announce their $120 million registered offering. So again, typically I like to pounce when a company does an offering. Not a bad idea to potentially get in right after there. So if we look at the technicals, it is, again, also trading below its 50-day EMA. Should be 77 cents a share, would be the 50-day estimated moving average. So if it's below the 50 EMA, for me, that is potentially a good entry point. Anything that drops below. The RSI, 28.92, the relative strength index, right? Anything under 30, oversold. Anything over 70, overbought. CTRM might be a steal, folks. So I need you to keep this one on your radar for the week to come, right? Tomorrow we have Friday, so, right in the morning. Hoping to potentially do a live stream depending on how the day goes tomorrow. Got a few errands that I have to run. But regardless, it might be time to consider putting CTRM back on our portfolios if you haven't already, and if you've been holding, maybe time to average down just a little bit, because at 51 cents a share could be a steal, folks. Could be a steal. Again, just my opinion, not financial advice, just trying to put you guys on the plays that I'm in. So that is a quick and dirty updates on CTRM and ticker symbol ZOM. Looking for hopefully some news to come. Again, everybody, get your 2 free stocks. All you got to do, sign up for Webull, deposit $100, and you might be $1,850 richer right after you do so. Take advantage of these times. Don't let them slide, because we don't know what's going to happen next week. Right? Hopefully, again, the stock market decides to continue to rally. We're seeing pretty green day overall. I should have even put up the 1K to 10K penny stock portfolio just to see how it's doing. And just loading here. So 775, up about 5% on the day. Pretty good. Again, this portfolio I don't look at too much, because again, this is a 100% speculative play portfolio. Long-term holds, mainly pharmaceutical companies, and I'm hoping that we see some significant price action moving forward. Look at predictive oncology, up 21.95% on the day. Beautiful. I love to see it. I really love to see it. I'll try to figure out why after the video, and if it's an urgent update, I'll definitely give you guys that as soon as I have time to make a second video. So up 21%, but overall very green portfolio, except for 9 meters biopharma, down about 2.4% after, because we know it did surge recently after we heard about the insider trading. But regardless, pretty significant price action overall today. Hopefully this means a recovery is imminent, but we'll see exactly what happens. And until next time, everybody, keep investing.